Hello all. As a part of our Introduction to Database Principles project, we have come up with a unique idea of creating a web-based portal which would help travelers in Bangladesh connect with their guides based on their preferences. The portal takes into account information from travelers and based on their options allocates the appropriate guide associated with that particular location. To highlight the robustness of the database and the hierarchical structure of all records, we have come up with a set of queries which retrieves the information from the database using Python at the backend and reflecting the same back on the user interface which is hinged on HTML. So as a part of our queries, we are first going to have a look at the join query. In this join query, what we have tried to implement is that we want to collate all the tourist location titles and their features from the tourist spot and tourist spot features tables using the condition that the spot IDs for both the tables should be identical. So when we execute this query, what we find under the destination tab is the names of all the tourist locations along with their features. Like for instance, under the name column, we can see Sundarbans, which is famous for its mangrove forest. Now we will have a look at the division query. In this division query, what we have tried to implement is that we want to display the name and email ID of the supervisor who is having the jurisdiction over all tourist spots. So when we execute this query, what actually happens is that first, from the spot ID table, all spot IDs where the guide ID and the employee ID is identical are removed. And eventually, what we do is that we extract the unique employee ID by removing these records. So when we go into the supervisor tab, we find the unique name of the person who is in charge of all the spots along with his email ID.
Moving on from division query, the next query we are going to perform is aggregation query. Over here, we have two aggregation queries determining the youngest and oldest traveler from the travelers table. These are the two queries. So if you go to traveler tab, here we can observe these are the results we got from the execution of those two queries. If you observe here, Arya Stark is the youngest traveler and Daenerys Targaryen is the oldest traveler. And next, moving on from the aggregation query, the next query is aggregation query with group by. From this query, we are going to determine the guide with highest rating with respect to each zone. This is the query we are going to execute. So after executing, if you go to guide table, after executing this query, these are the results we have got. So if you observe this here clearly, for the tourist spot Kulna, Jamie Lannister has the highest rating of 4.7 and all the ratings are arranged in descending order.
So moving from the aggregation query to update operation. Now I'm going to show how update operation works in our database. If we look at the guide table, we see for paid guide, the first guide is Cersei and her educational qualification is B.Tech. Now I'll change our educational qualification from B.Tech to M.Tech. And here is the code. Update paid guide, set level of education equal to M.Tech where GID equal to 1. Let's see what's the result. So for yes, under guide tab, paid guide table and first guide Cersei, her educational qualification is updated to M.Tech, and this is our update operation. Now I will show a trigger. You see under accompanies table, there are 5 accompanies and the last accompany's name is Taylor Swift. She is 22 and of course she is female. Now I will perform a trigger in our main file. It is under accompanies. Yes, this is accompanies, and now I'll show the query for trigger. Update accompanies, set name Thomas Hawking, and age 10, where sex male, where TID equal to 5. Let's save it and show the result. Yes, accompanies. Yeah, the last person is now Thomas Hawking, age 10, and gender male. And Taylor Swift, she was previously in the accompanies table. Now that information is replaced, and that can be seen under replaced row. Taylor Swift, age 22, and gender female. So we have shown the functionality of our web-based data platform, where traveler can register themselves and find guide when they travel to a specific place, and guides availability, their ranking, their comments, all the things are available in this platform. Even when a guide is going to serve a specific traveler, he or she can know who is coming, if he or she has any accompanies, when they will be arriving, and supervisor, they can supervise everything. And apart from functionality, I can show this platform is, the user interface is very responsive, because whenever you change the size of the window, information reorganized according to the size. Here you see. So this is going to be an exciting travel guide matchmaking site. So guys, don't wait, hurry up and join this platform. Have fun. Thank you very much.